Welcome back, Year 3, for Part 4 of Neil Gaiman's Fortunately Milk. "Ha ha!" said several green, globby people at the same time. "You thought you'd escaped us, and you were wrong. Now you must sign the planet over to us so that we can remodel it. We will take out all the trees for a start and put in plastic flamingos." "Why?" "We like plastic flamingos. We think they are the highest and finest art form that the earth has achieved, and they are tidier than trees. Also, we are going to replace the clouds with scented candles." "We like scented candles too," explained a huge green globby person who looked like he was mostly made of snot. "We also like decorative plates," said another. "We will put a decorative plate up where the moon is now. A really big decorative plate showing landmarks of the world. And we will then replace all the landmarks of the world with decorative plates and pictures of landmarks on them too. So the Eiffel Tower will be replaced by a large plate with a picture of the Eiffel Tower on it. And Australia will be replaced by a really serious big plate with Australia on it. Also, we will replace all of your mountains with embroidered cushions," said the smallest, globbiest thing of all, with triumph in its gluttonous voice. "We have learned a lot from our previous meeting," said some globs that were sticking to a wall. "If you look over there, you will see that the door to the space-time continuum you used to escape through last time is now securely locked." It was definitely locked. It had a huge padlock on it and a sign saying "Keep Out" on it in unfriendly red letters. There were also chains around it, a tape that said "Do not cross," and a handwritten notice that said "For your convenience, please use another door." Escape was impossible. "Also, we have depowered your time machine." I looked at the professor. His armoured back flaps were drooping, and his tail was, well, not actually between his legs, because stegosauruses aren't made that way. But if they were, it would have been. "We have been tracking your movements through time and space," said a large globby alien in front of the console with a screen on it. "Now see what happens when I press this Grundldorfer," said a particular drippy alien. It was half sticking to the wall, next to a large, black, shiny button. "It's called a button," I said. "Nonsense! We named it after our brood aunt, Nessie Grundldorfer," said the globby aliens. The particularly drippy alien pressed the black button on the metal wall with something that might have been a finger and might just have been a long strand of snot. There was a crackle. There was a fizz. Standing around us, in attitudes of anger and irritation, were several pirates, some of the black-haired people from the jungle, a very unhappy-looking volcano god, and a large bowl filled with piranhas, and some wumpires. I'm not sure that I understand what the piranhas are doing," said my sister. They were from a narrow escape earlier that I forgot to mention," said our father. Fortunately, the milk floated at a crucial moment, and it all ended for the best. "Oh, I thought it might," I said. "Uh-oh," I said. "Prepare to be keelhauled, you scurvy dogs," shouted the pirates. "Let us now sacrifice them both to Great Splod," shouted the people with shiny black hair. "They stole my eye twice," rumbled mighty Splod. "We want those villains and varmints violently wound up," proclaimed a tall lady vampire with long fingernails. The piranhas said nothing, but they thrashed about in their ball ominously. "Doomed," moaned Professor Stegg. "We cannot escape. They have frozen us in time and depowered us. Even my mighty time machine can do no more than open a small window in time and space. smaller than either of us could get through. But can you do it? I asked. Open a little window in time to our last location. Of course, but what good would that do? Quickly, I said, do it. Professor Steg pushed the button on the box with the tip of his nose. There was a zoom and a blip, and a window opened in space and time, large enough for an arm to get through. I reached into it. I'll explain later, I said. Fate of the world at stake. I grabbed the milk from me 15 minutes earlier through the tiny space-time portal. You must like milk a lot, said the globby aliens. But that craving for lactic liquids will not make us take pity on you or let you go and spare your badly designed planet. It should, I said. What am I holding in my left hand? The milk, they said. And what am I holding in my right hand? They paused. Then one alien, so green and small and so globby and crusted that he might have been an enormous snot bubble blown by an elephant with a terrible head cold, said, "The same milk from 15 minutes earlier?" Exactly, I said. Now, think about this one very carefully. What would happen if I touched these two things together? The globby aliens went a very pale green. The pirates, shiny black-haired people, and the piranhas looked at them, puzzled, seeking some kind of explanation, as did the wumpires. If two things that are the same thing touch, proclaimed the volcano god, then the whole universe shall end. Thus saith the great and unutterable Splod. How does a volcano know so much about transtemporal metascience? Asked one of the pale green aliens. Being a geological formation gives you a lot of time to think, said Splod. Also, I subscribe to a number of learned journals. I coughed, in what I hoped was an ominous sort of way. Well, I asked. What he said, admitted the green globby aliens. The bit about the universe ending. So, I told them, unless you wish to spend the rest of your lives in a universe that no longer exists, you had better return things to the way they were, and then go away. The aliens looked at each other. They grinned at each other. One of them pressed the Grundeldorfer. The wumpires, pirates, piranhas, volcano god, and the worshippers of the volcano god were gone. What if, suggested one of the green globby aliens hopefully, we only redecorated the southern hemisphere? Not a chance, I said. Now release us, or the milk touches itself. And then go away. Leave this planet forever. The aliens looked at me. Then they looked at each other. And then they sighed with a noise like 100 elephantine snot balloons all deflating at once. Right, they said. It was at that moment that a voice louder than anything I have ever heard, and I had heard a volcano erupt at very close range, said, Galactic police! Do not move! My hand shook, but the milk did not touch the milk, and the universe did not end. And you'll need to come back tomorrow to find out the last part of Unfortunately Milk.